Okay, I think we can probably get started. I suppose we might have a couple more people join, but firstly, I just want to say welcome to all of you to our sixth and final energy breakfast session here at RECAH. Um, they've been very useful, I believe. They've obviously run through most of the summer. I think for some of you, you're back for um, and have been to some of our sessions before, and for some of you that haven't been to any of them, welcome. For those of you that don't know, I'll introduce a little bit about RECAH. RECAH is an initiative that started at the beginning of last year, the Rural Energy Community Advisory Hub under DG ENER, the European Commission. It is finished at the end of this year, and we have done a number of different activities, and you can see a lot of the results of those activities through our website. This has started with publications of best practice examples from all over Europe, whether that's best practices based on technologies, citizen engagement, innovative activities in particular. And they've been chosen based on their replicability, transferability, innovativeness, so different elements like this. If you get a chance, obviously, please go onto our website and have a look. At the moment, I think there's 4 or 5 published, but before the end of this year, we're expecting there to be nearly 20. We've also published some guidance documents based around energy communities, and these have ranged from the very basic elements of setting up an energy community, engaging citizens, financial opportunities and funding mechanisms, to legal aspects. And then at the moment, we're actually in the process of writing some more complex guidance documents that have been based on citizen energy communities, the involvement of larger corporations, and what role they can play, because obviously we want it to be, well, the idea I think from Europe is that we want it to be focused mainly around the citizens. So looking at the role that large corporations can play without sort of infiltrating and taking over the management process of communities. And then looking at e-mobility and other aspects like this. We've also taken part in technical assistance, and this involved some energy communities, or many energy communities, putting forward applications, and we have matched them with experts from their respective countries to help assist them, and that might be through elements such as feasibility studies, so just getting started, more technical assistance, legal requirements, anything like this. And that will conclude at the end of this month. And finally, we have a website with 500 members. And for that reason was obviously the motive behind having these energy breakfast sessions. So we've had obviously a number of different sessions. We had one last week in Italian. This week, I would like to introduce you to Leda from Goiener. And she's going to speak to you a little bit about the citizen aspect, engaging citizens. I think something that's come up as either a barrier or something that has really been an opportunity for energy communities to grow, and it's something we found particularly in our research. So I think that would be very beneficial. And if you can please, obviously, after her 15-minute presentation, please open up your microphones and ask some questions. When you do so, if you can introduce yourself with your name and what you do in the field of energy communities, that would be great, because obviously the main motive of this session is to promote networking. And just a couple of questions before I pass you over to Leda. I just want to ask, does anyone, this session is recorded, does anyone oppose this session being recorded? No, great. And as mentioned before in the other sessions, we'd like to be able to share the email addresses from everyone within the session with each other. We haven't done this previously after the other sessions, but after this final session concludes, we will post all of the videos from the breakfast series on the internet, on our website. And we would also like, as I say, to share the email addresses within each group with the people within the group. Would anyone oppose that? No, perfect. Okay, that's enough from me. I'll pass you over to Leda, and yeah, I look forward to an insightful session.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Henry. As Henry said, I'm dynamizing on the renewable energy communities in the Basque Country. I work for Goiener, which is a cooperative I will present now, and we are trying to. Well, I'm going to explain a bit about the people dynamization in these communities because I'm a sociologist, not an engineer, so I have to. I work more with people than with kilobytes or that kind of things. So I'm going to share my presentation now. Let's start. Okay, so I come from Goiener, which is a renewable energy cooperative. Uh, we have many working teams, and some of them are mercantilizing the energy. Like we offer the energy to our clients, and well, that's it. And I'm in the working part of creating new small cooperatives. We work with neighbors, small cities, or neighborhoods, so they can know each other and they can work together, knowing which their resources are and their needs. So I will explain a bit what Goiener is, and then I will go with the energy communities we create. Goiener is an energetic citizen non-profit cooperative. So we have where we are divided in three under groups, and they are El Cartea, who works with volunteers. Then we offer talks, information, and many other formation, especially tasks. Then Sorkunza, they are the engineers who work with the self-consumption and shared consumption facilities. And then Goiener, which is the whole administrative and those kind of things, who work with the contracts and all that. Right now, we are more than 17,000 members, and we are managing many contracts also. Goiener was born to replace the energetic dependence for local resources, environmental impact, and for the reduction and consumption of renewable energies, the lack of control, for self-management, energetic poverty, for informing, raising awareness and support, and insufficient representative democracy for participation of the group in terms of energetic consumption. Then going more to the energy communities, which is for what I work on, especially we have here the European Union's definition of what an energy community should be. And as you see, an energy community is an entity around which people and entities, public or private, from all close environments are organized, who wish to cooperate together in an activity related to the energy sector to provide services or other socioeconomic and environmental benefits to their members and their local community. So as you see, we try to focus in the cooperate together in an activity related to the energy sector. Like here, for us, it's the cooperation what we put the focus, and we try to work, as I said, with members in the local community. So that's why we go to neighborhoods, as I say, or small cities, and start to work with people together. Here you can see it in a more pictorial way. Um, who We try to work with the town hall, and they are we saw they are a really important part, because they get easier to work together. Like let us use the channels that the town hall already has to communicate with the citizens. So that makes working much easier at the beginning. But we have to say, not all the communities we help building uh, come from the town hall. Some of the communities is the citizens who come to ask us to help them build the whole project. And the town halls are not always working, but that's it. They get it easier to work when they are there. We have this offer to the citizens and this offer of the process developing, and they come to us and we start working together. Usually it takes us between 6 and 12 months building the community. And why we should start it, here you have many reasons. There are more, and you can get deeply into all of them. But well, we start because the energy is fundamental, right? And we think it's all distortioned, the role the energy plays, because it's become more than a right. It's become something with which we can capitalize, and we can make plus value, sorry, and all that. So it's all an enterprise, and we try to bring it back to us. That's it. As we are fostering renewable energy, we promote responsible and sustainable consumption, creating an opportunity to address the climate crisis, providing local resources and solution. As we said, we work with local people, so they know the resources they have and what they need. So we don't try to make big installations and big productions, but we try to adjust the production we propose with the installation to what people really need. And um, we like empower people to understand what they have and what they need, so we can have it we can have like a match, and not over exploit the resources, not leaving people without energy, but doing exactly what they need and no more or less. This is the process we have. So at the beginning, we work mainly with the town hall, who contact us for the intention to create the REC. So we identify with them some interested parties in the neighborhood or city or whatever, and then we establish the conditions for creating a REC. Like I said, the model we propose needs people engaged, because it supposes doing assemblies, meeting at least once a month. So before starting the process, many times we do some sensibilization campaigns, so we can see if people are really interested in building this, because that's it. It will suppose an effort and time from people's part. So once we made this design of the process with the promoter group, and we are working on it, we start calling people and doing these general assemblies with people, and we go to the preparation. That's it, the design of how everything will work, and then we open it to the citizens. There with the citizens in a format of assembly and co-creation, co-working, we try to offer formation in different topics that it would be the different project of renewable energies we can propose in the city, juridically how to build the statutes and the norms for building a community. And other ones would be the communication tasks um, we should propose in that concrete city to socialize the work we are doing. We define the cooperative model we want, and we prepare the community to take the steps to become a community with the strength to build it uh, in the practice. And then once we created that situation, we Goiener makes a step forward, and everything is in the hands of the community we already created with their statutes, their rules and everything, and they start working. Of course, we don't disappear, we just make a step forward, so we continue giving advice and helping them with the problems they can find, but it's totally the citizens who are rolling the project. From then they think about the different projects they propose. They talk with the town hall, with administrations, so they can use um, different installations, different um, covers of buildings. But it's all them who propose what they can do in base of what they really need. And that's it. Then they continue and they ask us for help, but it's totally in their hands. This is, for example, when the community is working. This is a proposition of the division of power they can have in the cooperative. So we think the consumer is who has the biggest part, which is the 60%. It's in the taking decisions, like everything as a cooperative. All the decisions are taken in the big assembly altogether, and the consumers are the ones who have the biggest power, because it's them who will consume and who will propose and make the inversions in the projects they are going to have, and the ones who will have it in the garden, as we said, that not in my garden effect. It's going to be in their garden, so they have to take part in what they are going to have around them. Then there are the service providers, the collaborators, and the investors. We propose mixed cooperatives, so there are some investors also, but they will only have the 10% of the power to take decisions. Then in the example of the membership fee, we have the propositions of what people can invest for taking part in the community, and then depending in the projects they take part, they will make another apportation about what according to what they will consume for each project. We they are taking part in practically. And then there are the workers also. We get to a point where maybe you have to um, make a contract to a person, I don't know, to make the administrations or the engineering part, and that would be their taking part. Then, as you see, I proposed a model that works with people directly, and according to the needs of that community. Exactly. So we think it helps fighting energetic inequality as it works with accessibility in economy and in govern economy. The prices will be fixed by the community. The govern they will all take fair decisions because they will be all in a democratic way. Solidarity, we promote the well-being among the economic profit, helping each other and sharing knowledge. Sustainability, because socially it promotes the integration, the environmental, taking care about environmentally talking, and that will also benefit the health of the community and the local economy, because we will be less dependent from the outside, as the works and all the tasks they are taking will be developing locally, always taking into account the community, because there were many people maybe that are not taking part directly in the decision taking, but maybe they have a representative from the neighborhood or someone who will bring to the assembly the needs and the potential problems. The what the assembly is proposing is taken to the neighborhoods, so we all have a voice in the assembly, and it's always opened for people to take part. So thank you for listening. I'm open to any questions you have. Just to say, this one is taken from a guide we developed here, and now is translated to English. In our website, you can ask for it. And well, it's from a whole guide that explains our model of developing the communities, and we think it's really helpful, because that's it. It's a model whole based in people, and not only in talking about with administrations and proposing things from the economical aspects, or even not only in the energy saving aspects, which are really important, of course, but we try to talk with people, form them, sorry, and help them. That's it. Be responsible and knowing their needs. So now we'll exit.
Excellent. Thank you, Leda.
Yeah.
That was very insightful
Am I
indeed.
am I sharing yet? No, right.
You're
It's
not
my face.
sharing. It's
Okay.
just you.
Okay.
Would anyone have any questions? If you do, obviously feel free to put them into the chat. If not, if you raise your hand on Zoom, obviously I can call you out and we can go from there. Anybody? Okay, Beatrice.
Hi, so can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, well, so many thanks. It was a great overview, great job you're doing. And I have a question. Sorry if I missed that. So it's about your business model. You show us the membership fees that are actually charged to different types of members. I was wondering, is this the way you fully finance your facilitation services? And when are these membership fees due? Because what we observed that initial establishment costs could be a barrier for citizen-driven initiatives, or maybe municipality that are financially constrained. So I was really interested in see how you tackling with this.
Usually, when we start the process, we sign a contract. So the town hall is usually very helpful, because they pay our work, like we dedicate the hours to the formation of these communities. But once it's formed, it's a cooperative. And I don't know if you know about how cooperatives work, but for entering, you usually make an initial apportation that it's mainly to maintain the costs of building the cooperative. But then people pay, well, make the contributions according to the services they take part in. Like in one installation in the beginning, maybe it's not for everyone in the cooperative. It's a limited quantity of production, and there are many people engaged, and maybe they can't connect. So the building of that project is paid according to the percentage each people takes from it. I mean, if you are part of the cooperative but you are not taking part in that production, you don't pay for it. It's only the people according to the coefficients they distribute. If I'm going to take the 20% of the production, I will put the 20%, and maybe another person takes a 10%. But we try to, the engineers try to make the distribution according to what they will profit from the installation. Like a person that spends the whole day during the day at home will consume more of the auto consume that one that it's only at night. So we try to, not everybody's paying the same, but according to what you will profit from the installation.
Okay, so very clear. So if I understood correct, so the initial costs to set up and the initial phase are usually covered by the municipality that approaches you at the beginning.
Yeah, well, that pays the work for Goiener, but then the own community that gets created as cooperative needs I don't know, the notarial process. You have to pay it. Then if ever you want to engage contract someone to make the administration and the accounts, calculate the bills and all that. Well, that's a cost, so that's paid for everyone because that's a service everyone takes. But then the installation and production of energy, it's only for people who
Consume.
are, yeah, that's it.
Okay, no, thanks a lot.
Also, there are many communities as they rule everything. They decided adjusting that consumption to people with need. Here's someone with to people with needs. Maybe they can't pay their bills or whatever, and the young community decided that part of that initial capital they have will go to helping these people pay. So maybe they only pay X quantity for X kilowatts, and can consume more, or they have a fixed price so they can afford it, and it's the community who try to help them.
Thanks a lot. I think there's something to be learned by many initiatives similar to yours. I mean, this is very good information. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you, Beatrice. Does anyone else have any questions? Okay, I think probably I can ask you a question. You mentioned obviously just then that some of the members of the community that potentially are not in a position to be able to pay as much can pay less for the quantity of energy. Is something to be arranged. Is that something quite difficult to organize? Because obviously I'm imagining that within an energy community, you need all of the members to agree on that. It's not something that you can just decide and not tell anyone. So is that something that you found quite difficult, or do you find that a lot of the members of communities are sort of open to that idea and sort of agree with it?
Well, we try to work on it in this sensibilization campaign. I told you we start with, and we try to maintain the idea of equality in the whole process of building a community. So people who keep working and are motivated and finally take part in the community, they are really aware of people in their town living that situation. So we don't usually have lots of problems because they are aware they are having most people are aware they are having a reduction in what they pay in the bills. So maybe they don't invest the whole reduction in the community. They get a bit, but maybe the 50% of what they are saving, they leave it in the community for those people who can't. Maybe they would have I don't know, with savings of 100 euros, and they decide saving 50 but leaving those other 50 for helping other people who couldn't afford other ways. I mean, they are having savings anyways, so they say, okay, if I could live with my savings with what I had till now, maybe this can help other people live better. And yeah, that's it. I think it's very important, the work we do with them, and the part of working in an assembly, because many times people approaches the assembly not with this idea, but seeing the people there are working for it and are pro this attitude, they develop many ideas that didn't have. They get really sensibilized, and that's some phenomena. I think it can only happen in working with people in this format. Because if you only have okay, do you want to consume from this production, they will say yes, because I want savings. But if you don't get them in touch with people that really want to do pedagogy and work on it, it's quite difficult that they get to this idea of sharing and cooperating.
I see. So effectively, Goiener's role is bringing everyone together and sort of helping all of the members understand the situation of the other people within the community.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in the end, when you say some of the savings they make, some people might want those savings to be put back into the energy community to be shared among other people, or the benefits from those savings. That's generally a choice of those people, and all you're doing is effectively opening up the opportunity for them to understand the other people within the community, and then eventually it becomes a natural choice of the people.
Yes, well, like we always propose it
Yeah.
in case they don't think about it. But one of this formation sessions, it's about the economical model of the cooperative, how we will survive as cooperative. And then we always propose taking into account that there will be people that maybe they can't participate at the beginning, but later yes, or maybe they can participate giving other kind of services, like developing a pedagogical program. So maybe that's it, they can't pay it economically, but it's people that have a lot to offer to the community. And that's it. We accept that there's people that make mainly the economical aportation, but other ones are the ones who are keeping alive the whole community.
Great. Thank you. Does anyone else have any questions for Leda? Antonio.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. First of all, my name is Antonio. I'm Italian. I'm supporting some very small municipalities in the northern part of Italy, developing their energy community. It is the first time I'm joining your breakfast, and I find them very, very interesting, very helpful. Thank you, Larry, for your presentation. I have two questions, if I may. The first one is the way you choose the development group, because I think it is very strategic to find out the right, in some way, the right people to start the development group. You are simply open. Everyone can join the development group, or you try to I don't know, to find the people that are more interested and maybe that have the possibility to start a new photovoltaic plant or something like that in order to facilitate the development of the community from an economical point of view too.
Let's see if I understood the question. It's like how we get to get that people involved in the project, like how we
No,
get
not
to
only in
them,
the
or
project, but you in your presentation you were speaking about a development group. I was thinking that this development group was kind of ignition, something that you start at the beginning with some people in order to develop the process. Because what I found difficult in my experience was to involve the whole citizens, so the entire community. So I found very useful to try to start with those people that are more interested in starting an energy community, and then enlarge to a wider, broader community. So I don't know, maybe I didn't understand correctly your...
no, maybe I didn't explain. I prefer this format of talking than
Okay.
presenting all alone. So let's see if I explain it. Okay, they come to us like sometimes usually it's the town hall, the institutions, but many times there are groups of neighbors that got to know about these energy communities, and they call us like, Goiener, could you come to dynamize our creation of the community? And then we go. We have small sessions, like closed sessions, about designing how would be good to get to the population, because there are many different realities, and some of them propose like identifying actors that are against, I don't know, the ecologist group from the city, a concrete community of neighbors that are really engaged, groups, I don't know, many feminist groups also who who work with people with needs, I don't know, ONGs, or different groups that are already organized around making a better community. So we try to get to these people, they get to their contacts and all that, and this sensibilization campaign, we make it open to the whole town, and we try to make a couple of attractive speeches about, it's usually how to understand your bill, your energetical bill, and what production projects we could have in our town. And that's it. We make it in a format that we offer information, but we make them talk with each other, debate, and I don't know. It's usually 2 hours of reunion we have, and they get in touch and start talking about what we see. Then at the end of these speeches, we say that we will have to make an effort. It will suppose meeting all together at least once a month or twice a month, and we will develop our own model of production and consumption. And that's it. Many times people leave it in the middle of the process. Many others start coming, and that's it, because it's something you are doing not in a huge scale, but that's it, neighborhoods or so people say, oh, that's interesting, or I don't know, they come to inform. And that's it. In around the fifth meeting, we divide people in small groups. They are the communication, the projects, and the juridical one. So communication makes how to socialize what the assembly is doing. Projects are the one in charge to find projects. They don't all have to be about production. Many others are into social projects, like offices to give advice on how to reduce your consume and all that. And the juridical one is the one in charge of the administration, how to develop the cooperative once everything is created, the model to survive the cooperative. And they work together and decide all together.
Okay, thanks. That was very clear. May I make a second question, or
Yes.
shall I? Okay, thank you, Harry. The second question is the municipality, the town hall. Is the town hall allowed to enjoy the community, or they just start it and then stay aside? They don't get involved in the institution of the community, energy community.
They can, and they are really welcome because
Okay.
as I saw in the, I think I saw you in the presentation, the European Union says that it can be any entity, so it can be a physical person or institutions or groups or whatever. So yes, their apportation in the community, the beginning one, is usually higher than the others, and really good role they can play is letting us use the communication channels, like I don't know, the review of the town or whatever they have. And also the rooftop of their, well, public buildings. They let us use it to begin with the installations. Then you can always use private rooftops. I don't know, you can pay for them, not buy them, but I don't know how it's alquilar. Well, there are many ways to use other rooftops, but we usually try to start with public rooftops. Leasing, that's it. You can lease other ones, but the town hall can give us the one they have. I don't know, the library
Sure.
or other ones, and that's really helpful. But they don't have more power than the others into decision making. We can go from the assembly, we can go with a proposal to the municipality, and they can say yes or no. But they can't come saying we are going to do this here, because it's the own citizens who will propose and who will accept or not the projects.
Mm-hmm. So they are a member of the cooperative. They are a normal member of the cooperative. Okay.
That's it. They are another member. They have their vote, and if they propose something and it's welcome, it's okay. But but they can't impose anything. So that's a risk they take. We leave clear from the beginning that they will be another normal member, and we, as Goiener, we will try to empower the town hall and the citizens. But we are not going to impose anything to anyone. Even the economical aspect of the cooperative is them. Maybe we can propose to do it in, I don't know, pay according to the packet of kilobytes you consume or whatever. But if they say no, they want another model, like paying each month 10 euros, or not, they have different models. So we can propose and help them decide, but it will be them who do it.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Antonia. Does anyone else have any questions that they want to come in with? Beatrice.
Hi, so I'll take the opportunity, and sorry for not introducing myself earlier. I'm Beatrice. I'm a senior energy and climate analyst at the energy think tank Ember, and previously I was a researcher working on joining citizen participation in energy communities. That's why this topic is so interesting to me still. I have a question regarding your experience with traditional energy players of the energy sector in Spain. Do you partner with them? What's your experience? Because I saw one of the categories is also big companies in your chart. What's your experience there?
Big companies, like only energetical ones, you mean? Or in general?
In general, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But also the traditional, I mean, players like
Mhm.
utilities and so.
So the enterprises, as they are an entity, they can take part, of course, but that's it. As an entity, they will have one vote. And yes, another thing they get easier is that many times they offer their installations to develop the production project, like for their needs they need X photovoltaic panels, and they offer the space to put some more and share that extra energy with the community. Like it's good for them because it's the community who keeps the maintenance and all and the thinking of the how the installation will be. So it's good for the enterprise. And then they say, okay, for us it's the same, making a bigger installation and sharing this with others. So many times, if the public buildings are not the perfect ones, maybe we have an enterprise offering the rooftop and sharing the energy created there. And then with the energetical companies, the only problem we can have is the validation of the auto-consume installation. Sometimes it takes a bit long for them to accept it. Like they have to accept it because it's totally legal, but they make this, okay, wait, they can make a bit trouble, but it's totally legal what we are doing, so they can't say no. It's fair. So
But so you're for this, you're talking about the distribution operators that do not send you data or do not. So it's for the metering part you're saying no?
the metering, sorry.
Because you say what is slowing you down? You say like that they don't give you like immediately. It would be legal, but it's slowing you down because they don't provide you with data. What was the issue there?
No, I mean the distributors in the at least in Spain, it's mainly taken by 5 big enterprises. So all the installation, like the cables you can see it's theirs. So in at the end of everything, you have to ask them like, please connect this installation to the net and everything. So sometimes it takes them longer than it should, because of course they lose a bit. As you are auto consuming, you are not paying them for the energy you are auto consuming, so it's a bit hard for them sometimes to let us do it, but they have to do it because it's, as I say, it's totally legal. So even if it takes a bit longer, sometimes they finally do it. So you have to fight a bit with them, call many times, but they do it finally.
Thank you. No, now I got it. Sorry.
Okay. Sorry.
Very clear now. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you, Beatrice. I think we also have a question from, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Is it Jeroen or Jeroen? Would you like to come in
It's
and ask your question?
Jeroen. I'm
Jeroen. Okay.
wait a second. I try to activate my video. Voilà. I'm Jeroen. We're starting up energy community in the south of Belgium, in Wallonia, and we hope to start all the work in the beginning of 2024. So it's all fresh. But we have some questions about the installations you put on. Is it most of it photovoltaic, or do you also have water mills and eventually windmills to make the local energy?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't touch that that topic. It's true that we have a photovoltaic centrism. We say that everybody thinks about that and it's the easiest, but there are many other communities proposing different ones, like hydro, depending in which zone we are. The thing is, I don't know in your countries, but here the photovoltaic ones, you can consume that production up to 2 kilometers far from it. The rest of them, it's 500 meters. So it's true that it's more attractive, the photovoltaic one, but they can produce any other kind of them. And even the biomass, I don't know if it's called like that.
Yes, biomass.
Here in the Basque Country, there are many regions that can profit it, and they are talking about creating it. So yes, from Goiener, in these speeches we offer, that's it. There's one about which potential projects can we develop in our region as community, and yeah, we try to propose all the models, as long as they can be taken in that community. And yes, the biomass especially is really attractive in some regions, but as I said, it's going to be we empower the community, and it's going to be them who decide, who know their environment and see what they can do. Also, seeing the inversion they will have to do for the installation and everything, they decide. We just expose what they have, make the thinking with them. We discover many things also in the process, and then they take the one they think it's the best one.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeroen. And thank you, Leda. Thank you all for joining. We are now pretty much at 9 o'clock. If you do have any more questions, obviously feel free. I hope it's okay, Leda, if people can email you directly if there's any more questions about the session. As I say, we will share all of the email addresses with everyone within this session. We have mentioned that after all of the other sessions as well, and we haven't yet shared them because I think we were waiting for the end of the series. And as such, that today is the last session. It's great to see a large turnout as well. So yeah, thank you very much for your time, Leda. Very insightful to hear more about the citizen engagement side. I think it's something that's brought up every week. And certainly in our research over the last 2 years on this particular project, we've found that citizen engagement is central to pretty much all energy community activities. So it's nice to have a full session and give people the opportunity to ask you some questions. Yeah, thank you very much, everybody, and have a good day. And as I say, we'll post this video online and share the email addresses. Thank you.
Thank you to you. Bye.